start with the video
Hey,
too.
come on, bro.
You know I've been saying, took a lot of L's. Now you see me back up, got Louis on my belt. You know I've been paid. I don't play no games, working on that OT. Yeah, I don't say no names, yeah, I like one thing. I don't need your help. Did it for my mama, yeah, did it for myself. Yeah, there's been days. Devil had me whole, praying on that daily. Yeah, God save my soul. Yeah, I've been saying, you been bae. Risk game, my niggas, I roll with plenty. Flip racks, yeah, you know I get that rent paid. Shot my niggas, I ain't seen, yeah, it's been days. Pull up in a G-Wagon or that Porsche.
Tell you.
Yeah, that shit hard.
I'ma get you Bezos, you gon' want some more. You gon' want some more. She know I'm poppin', now she tryna ride this. If I ever saw you on the gram, I like it. Come in with your bestie, I know she your sidekick. Get you on naked, take off your fashion. You know I've been saying, took a lot of L's. Now you see me back up, got Louis on my belt. You know I've been paid. I don't play no games, working on that OT. Yeah, I don't say no names, yeah, I like one thing. I don't need your help. Did it for my mama, yeah, did it for myself. Yeah, there's been days. Devil had me whole, praying on that daily. Yeah, God save my soul, yeah, I've been saying. Look at my jewels, I don't leave them, yeah. I've been mobbing in my city, getting seasick, yeah. You gon' slide in that coupe, stick the keys in, yeah. You gon' leave that little nigga, you don't need him, yeah. I'ma take you for the night and for the weekend. For the weekend, it's shawty a vegan, yeah. She be popping all these pills, got her geeking. But she geeking, I know shawty freaking, yeah. She know I'm popping, now she tryna ride this. If I ever saw you on the gram, I liked it. Come in with your bestie, I know she your sidekick. Get you on naked, take off your fashion. You know I've been saying, took a lot of L's. Now you see me back up, got Louis on my belt. You know I've been paid. I don't play no games, working on that OT. Yeah, I don't say no names, yeah, I like one thing. I don't need your help. Did it for my mama, yeah, did it for myself. Yeah, there's been days. Devil had me whole.
Praying on that daily. Been saying.
Oh man,
What's up, gang?
Let them know, man. That you just heard Happy Sing. I've been saying music video out.
Yes, sir.
Man,
It's out.
what's up, bro?
What's up, fam?
Thank you for coming through,
My
man.
guy, bro.
It's much love, man. It's always good to bring positive, like-minded people, but also very talented people as well, and that continue to stay humble, man. I've definitely peeped you on the internet and everything. Like, your story is amazing.
Thank you, brother.
It's pure strength, and that's how I was raised, man. Just around a strong family, just pushing through, man. That's amazing what you do. Like, man, as soon as you walked into the crib, it was just good vibes. Right? I was getting kind of tired.
That's a fact.
My boy over here was taking a nap. We
Hell
were making
yeah.
beats nonstop. But man, thank you for coming through, man. Oh man, so how did this journey start for you, man?
Man, I just want to say, first of all, thank you for having me.
Always.
Just to be able to share my story is a blessing, and I feel like, you know, I went through certain things in my life, not to keep to myself, but to share. So, you know, if whoever can be saved from my mistakes is just a blessing for them. So, you know, I started when I was 13, 14 years old, and I was hanging out with my boy. I used to go over his house all the time and play, and his brother was like 10 years older than us, and he had a dope ass. Like, can I cuss on here? I don't know.
Yeah, you good.
So I was like,
it's the Happy Sing show. You can say whatever.
And he had a really dope like studio setup, and I was like, damn, that's really cool. Like, you know, as a kid, just it was weird how I used to think. I was like, you know, I don't want to be famous because, you know, I feel like everyone who's famous, they're show offs and they're mean and they're like, they just feel like they're the shit. And I don't want to be like that. I don't want to lose myself. And I'm thinking like this as a kid. So I said, I want to be in music though, because that's fucking dope. Like, I just was so gravitated towards the studio. It was so weird. I went home and I Googled like home studio. Like, I didn't know what the fuck I'm even like doing. I'm guessing there's a software, and the first thing that pops up was FL. I'm like, what is this? I just downloaded it. You know, on the side of everything else is downloaded. Half the fucking, like, my computer was full of viruses. So I was like, you know, I just give this shit a shot. If it's a virus, at least I fucking tried, you know? It wasn't meant for me if it wasn't. I downloaded this shit. I started practicing. I had so much fun with it, bro. And like, you know, the journey is long, bro. And as I look back, like, I didn't know that I was going to do this professionally. I was just doing it because it was fun. It made me feel cool. I'm this Indian kid. My parents are traditional. They came from India for like $200 in their pocket. So, you know, I'm just like, yo, I got to, you know, I wanted to live a dream, but I also wanted to make them not feel like I was a, not doing something that made them proud of me. I'm the only son. It's different. So like being Indian and having a son is just more like I'm going to carry the name and I want to make them proud of from what they've done, of where they came from. They ended up in LA. They didn't end up in like, Mississippi or Tennessee or not. They came to LA. And it was inevitable for me to see the nice cars, the models, the lifestyle that people were living. I couldn't like ignore it. So I was just like so like prone to like yo, I want that, but how do I get it? You know? And at school I would end up being honors and all this shit, but I was like, school's not for me. Like I felt caged up. It was so weird. Like when I'll go to recess, I'll look outside of the gate and I'll be like, I want to be free like those people driving a car. I don't want to be in here. I felt fucking caged and I was smart, but I knew I didn't want to do no 9 to 5. I was like, I'm meant for something more. But I'm like, yo, you're a fucking Indian and you're telling yourself these things. You're obviously dreaming. You're telling lies to yourself. That's what I also would tell myself.
Yeah.
And then just moving forward, people, I started meeting people. My group of friends were like Russians, Black, Armenians, like Filipinos. So racism wasn't a thing in my life, where I live. So I was okay with everybody. You know what I mean? So everybody would listen to my music, like, oh, you doing this, you're a producer. So I went by Major Moves Production.
So you started making beats.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll go by Major Move Productions, and then I went by Audioholics, and I work with a lot of people back in the days, which now is so crazy. We were all doing it for fun, but one of my boys is, Jeremiah's full-time engineer.
Wow.
And one of my boys is he's doing songs for like Drake and stuff, a couple of songs for him. So it's crazy to see the come up of all of us, and crazy to know actually we used to hang out with Post Malone before he like blew up when he first came from Texas.
Wow.
So I saw that happen and I was like, yo, like I thought you had to be chosen.
Yeah.
But you are. We all are.
Yeah.
You just need to wake up. You know what I mean? So my journey just kept going, and then I feel like, in the middle of trying to find out what I wanted to be and who I wanted to be was a struggle of what was real and what was a fantasy. So, in the middle of that, I started drinking because I'm like, I want this, but I don't think I can do it. So I would drink and I would do drugs because it made me feel free. It made me not worry about what my parents thought or what my friends thought. And they were my biggest critics because they saw me at my lowest. So when I was trying to move up, they're like, nah, what are you doing? Just go to school. This ain't for you. Like, my parents want me to be a businessman, doctor, whatever. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So, but I'm making beats and I'm sending them to everybody. I'm up till 4 or 5 in the morning doing coke, meth, and I'm just like sending beats to everyone. And eventually my music started getting picked up for shows, and my music started picked up by like Dre's team, like Mike Lynn. And I was like, yo, like these people are noticing me. I have something, but years and years and years of putting this in, right?
Yeah.
I'm in my fucking 20s now. I'm like, yo, like I haven't been making money. I'm getting noticed, but that one little notice was my gas to go for another 4 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, I hit rock bottom, man, around 24, 25. And like, it was the biggest blessing of my life. The hardest times of my life was the biggest blessing because I was actually being navigated towards what my life was supposed to be. So I'm moving this way, and the only way I can transition was for everything to fall apart so it can fall in place. And so I went at 24, 25, man, I found God, and I was just like, and when I say I found God, people are like, oh, you a nerd? Are you doing this? They think religion. I'm like, no. Like I found a way to, love myself, look in the mirror, not be a piece of shit to myself, not to judge others, and, try to be a good human being, as much as every day we have these like issues, like I try to be like, yo, I can't be that person that, that would be considered a bad person in this world. There's so much evil in this world, and I was one of the top, evil-minded people, I would think, to myself. So for me to change, I'm like, yo, anybody can change. Anyone can do anything in this life,
Would you say you love yourself now?
Man, I love myself so much, bro. To see what I put myself through, it's crazy.
That's something you had to learn from yourself, like even going through all that in the past?
It's, I feel like we're just, ever since we're little, we just become boxed in by people's opinions, and eventually you just can't move, and you get suffocated, So I was so desperate to get out that box. I was willing to lose my own life because I'm like, if I get out this box and I die, then I die, but I can't live in this box.
Absolutely.
So when people say I would die for this shit, I'm like, I know what you're talking about, because I almost did. You know, because I was drinking and I was like, maybe I gotta go harder, maybe I gotta drink more, maybe I'll literally think like that, you know. And that's when I said, you know, in my last song, praying on that daily because God saved my soul, is because it's for real. Like, the devil really had me, bro. You know, I was hanging out with drug dealers. I was hanging out at strip clubs. These strippers knew my name. Like, I felt everywhere that was dark, I was kind of shining, but in a dark way. So now I'm like, yo, what if I flip the fucking table? You know what I mean? So
convert your energy into something more positive.
You know what I mean? So I'm still now, I got my head together. I'm doing everything the way it's supposed to be. Like, I'm doing it the positive way, but I'm still doing it. Like, I'm still out there. I got baddies in my videos. I'm making moves. I'm doing shows. Like, and I still try to represent God as much as I can without people being like, oh, you being religious, or try to come at me, whatever. And I'm like, no, you don't know what I've been through. I'm just trying to speak to you because I made a lot of mistakes and I'm just trying to save you from them. That's it. You know what I mean? Absolutely,
man. It's really good to pay it forward, man, because there's a lot of people that's really going through a lot that just don't understand. You really got to be patient and just you got to dig yourself out of that hole sometimes, man. Because like I said, before I left back to LA, man, like, I'm very a positive person, but I don't know, I just got consumed, man. Growing up in a small town and all this stuff happened so quickly too, man. Like, we see each other, what we're doing, bro. It's crazy, man. Like, you definitely got to find me, like, going back to North Carolina, I found a lot of faith. Yeah. And I really felt like I was a lot closer to God and, like, way more than I've always had. Like, I've always had faith, especially growing up, in a religious family or whatever. But, man, I was like, I really could be in Pakistan and walking in these dirty streets that some of my family still lives, man, and it could be a lot worse. Like, I could have been a gang member or something out there, just because it's wild out there, man. And every day I'm grateful. So I stopped. I used to stress myself a lot about the future because I put a lot of pressure on myself. But then and then like these last 2 months, man, I really dug deep and I was like, I really just need to simplify my life.
Yeah.
Damn.
And that's how it happened with me too.
Just be grateful because, man, just going back home, seeing my family. Bro, I even went back to my hometown in West Virginia that I grew up in. Like, people don't leave those little small towns, man. Like, people are there for generations. I went back and just the responses I got just from stuff that I did out here, just in general, man, like, it was very inspiring. But to see, and that's what I'm doing back home right now. I'm trying to uplift everybody, man. I did that podcast, bro. My friend texted me the other day. He was like, man, I lost 10 pounds since you left. Because, bro, I put it to him. I was like, I had to be real with him, bro. Because, my time is short, so I got to be straightforward with people, man. I'm like, bro, such and such, you got to take care of your health, bro. And, he got a new job. He lost weight. And,
that's changing lives, bro.
It's a great feeling, man. It's a very great feeling, man. That's even with Venom, man.
Yeah,
such a talented person, man. My boy, the ad-lib boy, the ad-lib boy. He's my favorite ad-libber on my podcast.
I just seen the beanie too. That's just fire. Oh hell
yeah, Joel Venom. Does that say Joel Venom?
Well, it looks like it say Joel Venom. Tomo gave me this.
Hey, speaking of Joel Venom, I don't know why I always forget the intro. Man.
Oh yeah. There we go.
hey. Produced by Joel Venom, man.
Yes, sir.
Go get your beats, man. We've been cooking up beats, but he's been cooking up that fire.
Tap in with me, man. You already know the vibes.
Man. Tap in, man. Maybe we can get you and Happy on the collab or something.
Oh yeah, man. Most definitely.
Hey,
most definitely.
It's gonna happen.
Oh man, such great vibes, man.
Real talk.
So how did you deal with the pressure, like, growing up in a traditional Indian family? Like, how was it, like, wanting to do new music, but because I went through the same thing, man. Like, I had to go to computer engineering, computer science, but then I was like, I'm good on this.
Bro, can I tell you how much I bullshit my whole family, my whole friends, and my whole life? Like, I would take fake classes, I would sign up, and then I would drop them, but I'll print it out like I'm taking them. So when I had to go to class, I would just go do my own thing, and I fucking finessed everyone and everything. But I cannot tell you, I didn't choose music; it chose me.
Yeah,
like as much as I try to get away from it, as many times I quit, I just came back harder. I can't let it go. It's like, it's crazy, bro. So, it took me so many times to go through it to realize, like, I had to tell my parents, like, yo, like, because every time they saw me, like, do music, they just saw me get turned up.
Yeah.
And they just see, like, a bunch of random people in their house, and they're, like, taking all our food and drinking everything. They're like, yo, like, is this music?
Yeah.
What is this? Like, we gave you your space. We're trying to trust you. I mean, they let me sign out of high school. That's why, like, I didn't graduate high school. I got my GED.
Yeah.
Because I told them, like, I don't want to go to high school. I want to do homeschool. And I went to homeschool. Then I just stopped going to school.
Yeah.
So I didn't even finish. And I was like, yo, that's fucking crazy. I didn't even know you can do that.
Damn.
But I was like literally 20 credits away from getting my high school diploma. So I just get my GED and shit. So, and I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, I don't want to go to school. I don't want to be working for nobody. How do I become a millionaire? And how do I do something I love? And then, you know, I would always just go back to music, but I was like, nah. It's like me saying I'm going to become a fucking like hockey player or an NBA player. I was like, nah, it's not going to happen. And then, you know, my parents, bless my parents, bro, they never gave up on me, man. Every time I got locked up, they lawyered up. Every time I got in trouble, they got me out every time. And it almost hurt me because they didn't let me feel the full pain of my fuck ups, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the fact they are always there when I'm sober and I'm clean, I look back now, I'm like, damn.
Shout out to
like,
them.
Bro, if I was in
Like,
any other
gratitude's a whole
family,
different
bro,
level right now.
bro, I would have been kicked out so many times. You know what I mean? So my mom worked for me, bro. She worked real hard, and this is why I'm doing it for them too, bro. It's they're one of the main reasons that I keep going, and they understand that, you know, I told my mom when I first sobered up, I went up to her, I said, look, I'm gonna do this music thing one more time, and I'm gonna do it sober, and I'm gonna try to do it with God, and I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna drink. And she looked at me and smiled, and she's like, you always say that, but okay. And I was like, all right, you know, I got this. And 2 months in, just really focusing on my craft. You know, I opened up for Tyga, Jeremiah, Yo Gotti in the first 2-3 months, and I decided to be an artist when I sobered up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I told myself I didn't want to be famous. I told myself I didn't want to be an artist, right? So I automatically suppressed myself, and I was like, yo, like, just be a producer. But the second I decided to be an artist as well is when my blessings open, my doors open.
Wow.
So, but I just had to have that conversation with myself. I feel like we out here telling people, like, should I do this? Should I do this? It's like, God didn't talk about your personal stuff to them. He's telling you. You need to just open your ears and really focus and hear when you hear those thoughts and stuff, that's God telling you which way to go and what to do in life.
Facts.
You know? And we're all in tune with ourselves. It's so crazy. Sometimes I'm thinking about someone or doing something, and then I'll get a text. I'm like, "Oh, bro, I was just thinking about you." Or I'll be thinking about somebody, and then they just leave a comment, and then I was thinking about somebody else, and he sends a text, and I'm like, "Yo, what's going on?" Like we are very, you know what I mean? It's on a different thing. And as I get older, I'm starting to get more calmer because I'm like, yo, this is not even really in my control. All I got to keep doing is living my life.
Yeah,
living.
Exactly. Like dancing. If I want to fucking dance, I'm gonna dance right now.
Yeah, do what you want, man. It's your
life. If I want to sing, I want to rap. That's why I felt comfortable coming in because I didn't feel judged when I came in. So I was able to be myself. But when I come in and I feel you're judging me, I'm not gonna act like myself because I don't want to bring that positive, that vibe to you. I'm like, you don't deserve it.
Yeah. Facts.
You know what I mean? Like you already kind of acting like an enemy. I'm good. And it's very, very rare when I can come in and be myself. So for me to be freestyling for you, and you freestyle, I was like, no, but like I can, but like I have to be in a good mood.
Some
you know
fire,
yeah, for real though.
That happened, but no, man, that's just how I was raised, man. Just don't judge anybody. Be nice to people, but at the same time, be nice, but don't let people take advantage of you at the same time. That's another big thing because that can really throw you off and kind of alter your whole purpose and what you're really trying to do in life, man. Because
you know what it is? I think you just got to go through the levels, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, there's a way of a fourth grader that's going to use a fourth grader. There's a different way of eighth grader is going to use eighth grader. The older you get, the smarter you get. People manipulate. So I feel like to grow, you have to go through it. Just don't lose yourself.
Yeah.
Say, oh, you gonna do me like that? Oh, okay. Now I know how people move. I learned, but I ain't gonna do people like that.
And my mama said one thing, like, cause I'll be always talking to my mom about everything. Her favorite quote to use that she made up is, "It's your world. I'm just passing through." You know what I'm saying? So basically, it's like somebody fuck up with you or they projecting, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's your world, I'm just passing through, you know what I'm saying? You don't receive, she says don't receive and shit.
Yeah.
When people throw shit at you, you ain't got to receive it, you know what I'm saying?
And that's one thing I hate on Facebook too, to go off what you said, is like, man, when people make those posts, it's like, oh, I'm going to start treating everybody like they're treating me. I'm like,
or giving people the same energy. You really just
need to disconnect from those people because first of all, you just sound toxic without knowing it. You know what I mean? Like you really just got to learn to disconnect, like especially if you just don't feel good, if that person's not filling your bucket or just bringing anything towards your life, like,
you know what it is? I feel like sometimes people switch up after years and years.
yeah.
So it's like you feel like you know somebody and they just switch up, and I feel like that's when it hurts the most, because you start giving faith in humanity again. And
Yeah.
you're like, yo, there's people out there like me. And then people switch up, and then I feel like that's when you go on Facebook and you rant, you know, because you just like, yo, everybody just, because I literally heard of people like my whole team fucking switched on me, and I was like, yo, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, nobody talks to you? Like, nah, bro. And I was like, and he's like, I was funding everything. I was like, oh, damn. So people like that, they got no one to go to. So there's like, yo, I'm gonna go on Facebook because I need somebody to fucking calm me down. Like, I need some. That's why I feel like when people rant, before I would be like, what the fuck? Like, you got issues.
But
You do, but like you shouldn't put it out like that, because it's
Yeah.
also letting people know you're weak right now.
Yeah,
you
true.
know what I mean. You can't just just trust anybody. You know what I mean?
I've definitely had my fair share of posts.
Yeah,
Well,
Same.
I would definitely wouldn't say rant, but now like one of my friends just put into perspective, but I wasn't really putting it in a negative manner. I was just coming in like a more maybe like too realistic way, and I don't know. I was just like, man, maybe I'm putting out the wrong image. I got to remember people can't see things in my own perspective. So that's another thing about social media and just what you're putting out there, man. Because not everybody. It might seem like it these days. Everyone has social media and this and that, but man, everybody's different at the end of the day.
And then also, like, scientifically, from what I heard, like, all you got to do is sit back for 3 months, and then you'll see if they really fuck with you or not. Like, it's like scientifically proven, like, somebody's behavior changes 3 months after. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody switch up, like, I've moved all my life, so it's like, if somebody switch up, I don't really take it like they weren't supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody gonna grow, but I mean, like, I just don't try to receive as much. Like, when nobody ain't knowing, I'm like, God damn, stupid ass fuck nigga. But then I'm still chilling and shit because I be knowing, you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy, bro. We live in this world and we have to learn how to get along.
Yeah.
You can't do life alone either. You got to do it with other people. But then sometimes I feel like some people are lessons and some are blessings.
Yeah.
But I still like, I love people, bro.
Yeah.
I like going to the mall just to see people. Around Christmas time, I like being around, not like concerts where it's like crazy, everyone's like mosh pitting like that, but like where it's like just everyone's together having a good time, smiling, laughing.
Yeah.
It makes me feel so good because I feel like everyone's stressed at the same time, about the same shit. You know what I mean? Just in their own worlds, like you said. And it's like money or health or whatever.
Yeah.
And I just want to be a little bit of that happiness to come. I just try to say hi to people as much as I can, random people.
Facts.
Because I don't know what they're going through, bro. And I didn't know until I went through shit. And I wish somebody said hi to me or said, how you doing? So even if I'm going through something, I just try to be that person for other people.
I've always told myself like, because I know we don't necessarily live in a giving world these days.
Yeah.
But I feel like, man, I'm like, it'd be nice for people to be nice. You know what I mean? So I like to project that to other people because that the energy comes back, not necessarily from people, but it just feels good to really just just the small things. Like when I'm going to a hotel, I see a janitor, I'm not gonna be like, I'm like, hey, how you doing? I'm smiling like they'll always look at me weird, like man, he's extra friendly, like but it's the truth, man. Like
you got a good heart, bro.
Absolutely, bro. But I my family comes from nothing, man. Like my whole life is based around my ancestors and my parents' sacrifices, bro.
Yeah.
Like
They sacrificed.
I'm the first generation to be like born in America, bro. Like, and then if man, it's just wild. You're gonna see when I drop that documentary in Pakistan, man. I can't wait to drop that
fire,
shit.
bro.
But nah, man, it's and that's what I'm saying. I respect you so much, bro. And I definitely don't say that to a lot of people just because of how you carry yourself, man. And you're keeping yourself disciplined and really just focus on it. And I respect it because I know how hard it is to really just tune in, man, because you go through roller coasters, man. Like how I was feeling today was definitely not how I was feeling some days last week. But
it's crazy.
But we know the better purpose of what we're doing, and
the balance. Gotta keep that balance, man.
Fucking feelings, bro. It's emotions, bro. It's so crazy.
Yeah,
But
talk.
it gives life character, I feel, you know.
it just feels better, man.
Yeah.
Like I like that's why I'm trying to simplify my life to reduce all the stress that I already have. Like
I love the shit you post, by the way.
Oh yeah,
everything when you just sitting on the chair and you just like, I'm just doing me. I'm like, I almost feel like, why am I not doing that? Because sometimes, like you said, this life consumes you, it ends up being about how do you think? What do you think about me? Do you like me? Like it's all about that, and you get so sucked in. And I never thought like that. Yeah. And then I just see a post of you chilling. And you're like, I'm just doing me, and I'm like, you are actually living life right now. Hey, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So, and I'm enjoying it, man. Because like honestly, with the business stuff, a lot of people see what I'm doing. It's like, oh nah, he must be bomb. He's shooting all these videos, man. But I've been breaking even like on purpose because I invest every dollar. Like I put a lot of money into my craft, like, and I'm taking a big risk, but I'm good because I'm enjoying what I'm doing, man. On, like for real, bro. Like I never felt like I had to just get rich or none of that, man. Because I'm thinking long term, man. Because bro, in 5 years from now, I'm already seeing it in 3 years since I first started. But 5 years from now, I'm just saying us three right here, like how far we're really gonna go, just because of the mindset, and also because we have a connection with people that are actually genuine, that's gonna root for you. You know what I mean? Because that's me. That's my. I just feel refreshed, man, just being around people like y'all. That's why I'm very picky. Because, man, it's a lot of negativity in this world, even when you're around certain people that just happen to be the complete opposite, man.
Yeah, the opposite of that don't create nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember when I was younger, like I used to be in the streets and all that, and what used to bug me out was like I would be the only nigga out of my squad be like, yo, drop me off at 7. Yo, drop me off at 5:30. Yo, drop me off at 4. Never told them why to drop me off, but only one of the friends knew I'm going to record. You know what I'm saying? I'm going back to the crib to record because what we was doing and all that wasn't really creating none. It was just creating problems. While on the other end, even though I was still in the streets, I'm on the other end like, dang, like my life becoming way different from theirs because I'm taking a break from it. You know what I'm saying? So the opposite, that don't create nothing.
That's a gift within to know what. Just having that strength and just separating yourself. That's how we know we're different, man. Because I know we all have gone through that. Like,
you know what I'm saying? But I feel like that small town shit, I ain't gonna lie. Everywhere I've lived has been a small town. I feel like that shit give me like a chip on my shoulder. Like, you know what I'm saying? It feel like it's your country and shit. Like you gotta make them proud and shit. Just make you go harder. Like,
that's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
cause people can still hate on you, but still look up to you and respect you, man. Like,
you know what haters are? Haters are confused fans. That's what
they are.
They don't know. They like you. That's why they're following you. They're watching you. And I feel like that's where a lot of my anger used to come out of into people when I look at them. I was like, they're doing what I want to do. I'm just not doing it because I feel like I'm going to get judged and I'm going to get hated on and people ain't going to like me. So when I canceled all those thoughts out and I was like, yo, I'm just going to live my life. I'm just going to live it. Be the best I could be. When I be out in clubs, I be dancing. People like, yo, like you were fucked up last night. I'm like, homie, I don't drink. Like I was just having fun. But if you gotta get fucked up to dance, then you shouldn't be dancing. You shouldn't be at the club. You gotta go fix what's the problem that's stopping you from wanting to dance.
Absolutely.
Whatever it is, because your bank account don't look right or you don't look right, go fucking fix that. I went to the gym. I'm like, oh, I got an addiction, right? So I'm like, if I have an addiction, I should make good addictions. Like fuck the bad ones. Because I like anything I start doing, it's repetitive. I just want to keep doing it. So I start in the gym, I start eating right, and then I start working out, and I start looking good. So now I'm out, I'm confident now, and then my music, you can hear it, and then I'm just like, everything was just like a fucking boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, damn, I gave myself 100% for once. Like, I gave it, I did it, and it's fucking moving. No excuses. So when I look at you, I'm just like, yo, I'm happy. No, you good. Like, I don't, intended. You know what I mean? It's fucking crazy. And I always tell people that, man, just give yourself 100%. And I promise that's where the judgment and the hate will stop.
Absolutely. Because people going to respect you, man. Like, I never really had anyone openly, like, say anything to me out in public, man. Like, because I know it's a lot. Because, I mean, we run our state, man. Like, I'm a humble person, but I'm going to be real with that, bro. Like, we really run our state, but we do a lot for our people, man. Like,
that's fire, bro.
That's the message I'm trying to put across and having this podcast. Fact. My brother,
come on, man. My brother. It's crazy, bro. People would think, like, you know, I mean, nobody's really doing what I'm doing. You know, Nav did it. You know, he's doing it, but he's not really doing, like, representing the brown, like, Indian Punjabis. You know what I mean? I don't know if he speaks language or not. And then, you know, Jay Sean did it, but he was like, people thought he was Hispanic the whole time or some shit. People didn't know. So I'm coming out and I'm trying to show people, like, no, like, look, I'm born in LA. I speak English way better, but I speak my language too. So before I used to hide the fact that I was Indian, I was like, no, I'm not Indian. Like, no, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And little, like, as I did research and shit, I'm like, yo, bro, like we actually came from Africa.
Yeah.
From 10,000 years ago.
You know what I'm saying?
People don't fucking know that. It was like Yemen and Africa came to India, and that's why we're like this light brown, like dark brown color. I was like, what the fuck? Like, so we all like are mixed. How the fuck does racism exist?
Yeah.
So, when I was like, you don't fucking like me, I got my own people that don't like me. I got people in India hating on me. Like, you fucking traitor. I'm like, I'm not a traitor, nigga. I'm fucking born in India. I'm born out here. I'm just Indian. Like, it's not my fault, bro.
Yeah.
If I was probably born in the Philippines, I probably would have spoke the Philippine language and thought I was Filipino. Like,
represented.
I'm just born here. I was born who I was, and I just, instead of fucking fighting who I was, I accepted it.
Yeah.
And I fucking lived it. And that's why I'm like, well, I was ranting when I go on podcasts, bro. You guys are just letting me be me and just explaining myself, because a lot of people are like, yo, don't say too much about God and all this and that.
Nah, say what you want.
People gonna box you.
We keep it real, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro.
This is no filter, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
you being you, man.
We don't sugarcoat anything. It's all about positivity. Hey, speaking of, man, make sure y'all stream us on Spotify, Apple Music, and Anchor FM. Man, I gotta start getting used to that, man. I kind of gotta. This is my first. I'm new to this whole YouTube thing. Donate as well. We have a link. You can subscribe, and also we have a spin-off podcast called After Hours coming soon, or
yes,
I don't know,
sir.
it might be out by the time we drop this. But
Get ready for that.
man.
Definitely get ready for that.
I feel great doing these podcasts.
Hell
man.
yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. It's like it's therapeutic.
So,
You know what I'm saying?
so what are you working on now? I mean, and it doesn't have to be music based or whatever.
I'm working on I'm just trying to do other things in music, because I feel like I put too much into music and then I just wait. You know what I mean? I do all this music and I just work so hard on my videos and I just wait. And I feel like that time I'm waiting, I should just be doing other shit. So I just been, searching, see what other things that make me happy, because I don't like to waste time. So I want to be like, yo, do I really want to do this? If I do it, I want to give it 100%. So I've been checking out new ventures and shit, side hustles. I don't want to say anything right now because I'm still trying to figure out if I fuck with it.
We feel it, bro.
But I've just been trying to grow because I want to help. Like whatever I do, I'm like, if it has to do with helping other people, and then also obviously I'm gonna eat.
Absolutely.
Let's do it. And
it's well deserved, man, because I know you put in a lot of effort, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
man, it's crazy.
It's not just like just the hands-on work, man. It's really the mental work as well. That's really can.
It's like I got a team. I've always kind of had people there, but it's like I'm still doing everything. People give credit to everyone and everything. I'm like, nah, bro. Like I'm doing all the work, and also like the big guy. Like you guys keep forgetting. Like I'm not. The fact that like the ocean is being separated is because I'm willing to stand there and be like, move and walk forward. You know what I mean? And I'm just having crazy faith, bro. That's what it is, man.
Hey, man, this is great, man. You making me feel inspired, bro.
Yeah,
this
real
is officially the Happy Singh podcast, yo.
Yeah, bro.
Nah, that's great, man. Spreading that positivity into the world, and just be yourself, people. Just really be yourself. Be comfortable in your own skin, because
you know what the crazy thing is? I told people that I don't know who I am, though.
Yeah,
I don't. You found what you like, but I don't know. I said, but you know what? Before I picked music, I said, I'm going to have a plan A through Z. Z is going to be music.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, Z is the thing that you want to do the most.
Yeah.
A, B, C, D, fuck all that.
Yeah.
Go straight to the thing that you think that you can't do, and then go hard every day. And I was like, oh, I'm going to start a business. If not, then I'm going to go to school. If not, then I'm going to, do this and do that. And I had all these plans until finally I was like, dude, I really don't want to do any of this shit.
Yeah.
So I just put music first, and then there's nothing else behind it. And I just gave it 100%, bro. And it's like, it's life. You just gotta, what the whole point of me telling this is go fucking open the doors, make a plan A through Z. Fucking try. What if you like it? You never know. You know what I mean? Try it. I still did. I tried everything.
At least. The biggest step is the first step.
Yeah,
you know how when you get them jobs and then that next job call that you applied for, but now you don't really need it because you got that one job? That's exactly what you're talking about. It's like that. Like when you go straight to Z, it's like other stuff pops up that you probably didn't even know you was good at. and then it just intertwines with what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
And when you wake up, what do you want to, like, how do you see yourself in 5 years? When you wake up, what view do you have? What kind of cars are parked in the driveway? All right, fuck the materialistic things. How do you feel?
How do you feel?
Are you happy? Do you have joy? Because people with money suicide too. So money's not happiness, right? So what makes you happy? You know what I mean? I found out my drive is other humans. I just want to like be around other humans and talk and love and do. Like, I was a CNA once. I work with old people. Then I work with kids, and I was in jail. I talked to prisoners. I've done everything. I've been around everyone. So I'm like, yo, I can fucking talk to everyone. So there's like a story I can like figure out how to get to everyone. And I had to go, when I was going through it, I'm like, fuck, I'm in jail. Fuck, like, I'm stuck in this hospital with these old ass people. But little did I know, I was spreading something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, you just gotta knock those doors open and take what you need, because wherever you are in the world, whatever time, you're supposed to go through that for your next level. You know what I mean? And like, you just gotta accept it. Don't fucking fight it, because you're gonna make, it's like going to the gym and like, I don't want to fucking go. And you're going to make it 10 times worse. Just be like, yo, I'm going to go hard. I'm going to drink this coffee. I'm going to drink this and that. Get ready and just go with a great mindset, bro. You're going to fucking come out flying.
It's like, you tired now, but or you can think you're tired now, or you can be like, man, I'm going to feel great after the workout.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how that's the kind of mindset.
It's the way you think. It's
Absolutely.
literally just change the way you think, and you're going to live a great life, man.
And cut the excuses.
Yeah, real talk. Real talk.
Man, that's nah, man. That just takes too much effort and stress to
I literally did that like 3 to 4 years ago. I told myself, you're not going hard enough. And then I just like tunnel vision after that. You know, I'm still telling myself that, but it was like I woke up back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To the point like how we was making beats the other day, and like they was like, dang, you just keep going in. That's what I had to tell myself to work like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
hey,
if I get tired,
welcome
like,
to
keep
LA,
going.
man, because he's been going
you know
in since.
So,
that's
just
Right,
what
you
it
in the
is.
right place, man. LA got a lot of opportunities, man. It's just, you just got to be careful, because you can get lost in it, because you get so many opportunities. You know?
Yeah.
But you in the right place, and you guys definitely got the right heart. I could tell, like, when I came, I already know this dude calls me.
Word.
The first thing, like, I'm not even kidding. The first thing I think when I think of him is genuine.
Word.
Literally, every
Appreciate
time.
it, man.
Yeah.
Like, I've only met him a handful of times, but those handful of times, like, I just know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I met you, and it's already through him, so you already got a pass. You know what I mean? And then when we just spoke, I'm like, oh, we're gonna make it.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
we're good. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And just keep doing what you guys are doing, bro. Y'all spreading love and shit, and it's like, it's crazy, bro. Like,
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Love and talent, just to show people like, man, like, you're a very talented person that's really doing it big out here, man. But showing your character, like, I feel like a lot of people need to see that, because people chase this image of success, but not knowing, like, man,
bro, it's lonely, bro. Especially when you're doing it.
Very lonely.
It's when you're trying to make it, bro. No one's gonna root for you, because they'll root for you in the beginning. Oh, you about to, like, it's like, you know, those marathons. They're in the beginning. They're like, yo, come on, and then you just got to do the whole thing, and then there'll be people at the end. And that's just what that's how it is.
Those fire emojis come less and less.
Yeah. That shit's so
man.
real, man.
Yeah.
That shit real.
But it's just, you can't give up, because again, where do you see yourself in 5 years, 10 years?
Yeah, and don't let the small things like that discourage you. Just do what you love. Like, regardless what happens, like, we're not immune to stress. Like, it's gonna happen regardless. Just
we put a timeline on ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I've been looking at these other people in this world, like Pastor Kim. She's like, my life started at 35.
Yeah.
She's like, I was 35 when my life fell apart, and then it became like, I became a pastor and a minister. And she's like, I was 35 when I thought my life ended, it started. My brother at the gym is 80 years old. He just became an actor. He's doing big movies, like holiday movies and shit.
That's fire.
And he's like, yo, like, I waited and I want to live my fucking life. And who the fuck is telling me that I'm 80 years old? I'm an actor. Like, I'm like, yo, that's fucking inspiring.
Yeah.
And he's like, live your life every day. And he's just like, respect your wife. And that's it. You know, just love your wife.
Yeah.
And just be good to yourself and live your dreams.
Yeah.
Because he'll always see me dancing in the gym. I got music on. And then he's like, yo, I always see you dancing. So I wanted to come up to you. And I was like, no, fuck. Like, I didn't even know I'm dancing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm listening to my own shit. And I'm like, I was vibing to it. And I had just attracted people towards me because I was living my life. People are like, I want that.
Yeah.
You know what that is? That's freedom. And
Yeah.
you have it.
Absolutely.
So go get it. You don't. If I gotta tell you over and over and over in 100 podcasts and 100 songs, like, just stop. Fucking literally drop everyone in your life. If they ain't giving you anything positive, just drop them. I'm sorry. Like,
That's
sometimes
real.
it's family too.
Yeah.
You can still serve them. Just they don't got to eat at your table.
Yeah.
Be a
Sometimes
good person,
you got to
man.
separate to elevate.
Bro, I'm telling you, and this shit gets lonely as fuck.
It does.
You know what I mean?
But that's why I think what happens.
Yeah, you gotta tell yourself.
That's the beauty of the team, because like I said, it does get lonely in the road of success, but also you do meet some genuine people.
Oh,
as long as you're on that genuine path, you feel me?
Hell
Like
yeah.
that's why I'm very grateful for y'all, man. Like, this is
Real
just dope,
talk.
man.
Yeah.
Just really putting this
Likewise.
out. Like, we could be talking about so many different things, but we talking about what really matters, and that's humanity and serving people, man.
It's
like,
getting worse, bro. In
it's
LA,
getting worse.
man. Like, the crime rates are so crazy now. That's
It went up
what I'm
200% since they
see what I'm
released all
saying?
those people, man.
And when people tell me these excuses, like, I need money, I need this and that, you don't deserve it because I never got the same, like the same
What, 24?
like
Opportunity.
start opportunities,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, yo, bro, like, my dad came from a different country, bro.
Facts.
You know how many times my dad tried to come to America? He just told me a couple of days. He's like, it took me 5 times. Like, I went to Lebanon, they sent me back. I went to Australia, they sent me back. I went to Mexico, almost made it, they sent me back. I took a ship, 30 days, this and that. We fucking went under a car. We had to jump over fences. Dogs are chasing us. 2 people get caught. I'm like, what? Like, and how much did you have? He's like, I had like $50. I was like, and like, what? How did you even fucking make it happen, bro? And he barely spoke English. So how the fuck are you telling me you are born in this country with insurance, fucking government funds and help and family and everything? You telling me you can't make it? You're fucking lazy and you're fucking lying to
Facts.
yourself. And this shit pisses me off.
Facts.
Because you're handicapping yourself. Your family is handicapping you. So. And that's the thing. When my dad had nothing back to go to, he's looking at, I ain't going back to India.
Yeah.
I gotta make something happen out here. And then when he had me and shit, I was like, he was like, oh, when you came out, you were smiling. I was like, why is he smiling? Is he smiling like I'm gonna be a daredevil, or hey, I'm gonna be a blessing? I'm like, it was both. I was gonna be a daredevil, and then I was gonna be a blessing. But when I hear his, like, talk to your family, find out what they went through to like get here, so you can appreciate it. I never asked my family until I got older and I understood. My grandpa had anger and he used to be an alcoholic. I'm like, why? Me and him always just be bickering and arguing. And I'm like, why are you always like this? Why are you so hard-headed? Well, I never knew he lost his parents when he was like 3. He was raised by his uncle and aunt, which did not treat him like a son. He was more of a servant in the house. You know what I mean? Like, I had no idea he went through this. And then he became a soldier, and then he had a bunch of kids, and then he was just like, he had that soldier mentality. And he was like, I was just doing push-ups for no reason. He was just always like making everyone, as like treating everyone in the family like they were in the army, like in the army as well. You know what I mean? And like, as I heard these, I like low-key wanted to tear up. I said, damn, this whole time I'm fighting you, not knowing, like, you never had love.
Yeah.
You missed love. You know why these people are all fucked up in the head? Because their family not giving them love.
Yeah.
That's literally what it is. Mom and dad, like, these girls become strippers because dad's missing, mom's miss somebody. Like, it's very rare where they have everything and they're like, I'm going to go that way.
Yeah.
I realized we don't give love and attention. Why am I doing music? Because I wanted love, attention I never got from the house or family or school.
Yeah.
I wasn't the cool kid in high school, but I want to always be cool.
Yeah.
Like, there's reasons to the crazy, you know what I mean? Damn, I'm fucking jumping from topic to topic.
Nah, you
Nah,
good
it's
though,
actually
because
on
you
point.
making
Yeah,
mad sense, bro.
Yeah,
you making
like,
mad sense.
It's just like, I feel like, man,
Just let it out, my brother.
it's just like we're all in this together, but I learned from so many other people. Like, you just got to talk to your family. And sometimes, family's the hardest people to talk to because they know you on a personal level. But I feel like after my parents and me, we went through so much shit together, like, I appreciated my mom so much. I said, damn, you bought this house for you and your kids and all of us, but you were never able to enjoy it because you sacrificed being at work at the hospital all day.
Yeah.
And so she made that sacrifice for us. So what sacrifice am I going to make for my family? I realized that it's not about you. You know what I mean? So you take the qualities from your parents and you are who you are because of where you come from. You came from a great family. You said very like cultural, they're in tune with God and stuff. Mine was too.
Yeah.
But I had to find God on my own. I didn't listen because my parents, told me about God. you know where I found God? In jail.
Yeah.
I was handed a Bible in jail.
Wow.
And I had nobody to tell me, don't read that shit or don't do that. And I was just by myself, and I'm like, I'm gonna open this thing up.
Yeah.
And I opened it up, and I started reading just random parts of it. And I was like, and everybody was in there like, hey, you gonna be in here forever, homie? Like, they're just like, trying to mess with me, mess with my head. And I was like, it was my first time here. I don't know how long I'm supposed to do. They told me 10 years, right? And I was like, I got to figure out how this shit works.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to, I don't want to step on nobody's toes or some shit. And I just started reading the Bible, and then right away they took me up and they're like, yo, pack your shit. I'm like, what happened? They're like, oh, you're going to go be you're going to work for the cops. Like, you're going to make food and shit.
Yeah.
Not like be a you're gonna cook. So I was like, and everyone's like, not because people are telling me you can't do that. You got to be real, like, you got to be a real, like, you got to know connection with cops to be able to cook for them in the kitchen.
Yeah.
The best part is you got to eat that food too. So you don't eat that garbage shit that the jail gives you. So I'm moving up, and I'm like, all right, cool. Now I'm around people, they don't want to fight because they're like, yo, we all in a good place. Let's not fight. You know what I mean? We all eating good in here. I gained like 40, 50 pounds. Like, I was working out. Everyone's like, yo, you're getting big, bro. I was like, fuck yeah. Like, I was doing 100 pull-ups a day, bro.
Damn.
So, after that, they're like, I'm like, yo, I'm at the best spot. Nope. Next spot was Baker. So now I'm learning how to cook, homie, in jail. I learned how to cook in jail. That's how I know how to cook today. Like, it's crazy. And like, I went through all that. I came out, and I was like, yo, everybody in there was just human, bro. They run politics just to control. But to be honest, when I had one-on-one with the whites, one-on-one with the blacks, one-on-one with the Hispanics, everyone's like, yo, man, I love my wife, bro. I fucked up. Oh, man, like, I just want to go home, bro. Hey, homie, I got nothing to go home to. In 10 years when I get out, I'm going to have to probably rob somebody, and hopefully I don't get caught because I have no one to go to and I have no money. It's like fucked up shit when I heard in there. And then they told me, don't get caught up in this. It's a system. And I was like, fuck. And I just took that real deep, and I was like, all right, I ain't going to do this again.
Real talk.
Crazy.
Did being locked up help you become more introspective, or you feel like you was always like that growing up?
What does that mean?
Like introspective, like do you think more, like you think deeper within as far as like...
Yeah. I have definitely. I was like, why do you do what you do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like me, I wanted to get caught for whatever I was doing because I was in a bad place.
You needed that wake up call, and you was asking for it. And
So everyone has a reason to do what they do is so crazy. But the fact that we're all going 100 miles per hour in different ways and we're not there's no collisions.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So it made me really realize like we're in different parts, in different levels in life. You might be going through your first breakup. You going through your third. I'm going through my 8th. But I never got married, and you've got married. So we all in different parts, and we can learn from each other. But, we have to be open and optimistic to be able to take in that knowledge. And you got to be careful who you fucking talk to, too, because some people be hating on you, and they'll be telling you this advice, and you just they make you feel some type of way. So I've hang out with demons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I party with them, and I thought these were my homies and all that. Nah.
Yeah.
Like, the red flags were all there, but I was like,
You just...
fuck that. Even the girls I dated, red flags. I don't know why. But after now, when I'll date somebody, I'm like, I already know.
Yeah.
But I had to go through it. I had to go through that pain and shit. So I feel like we all go through it, man. We all fucking go through
Everybody goes through it, man. Doesn't matter if you're chasing your goals or whatever, man. Like,
That's the truth, man.
That's really what we're trying to push, and we
Facts.
appreciate you for preaching that out to the world, my brother.
Talk.
Like, man, I hope the Brown community, our Dacey community, is really taking notes, because I know there's people out there that's just like us, going through maybe worse than what we were going through as far as
Man, it's a battle within our culture. Then it's the streets, then it's politics. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So it's just like, don't get caught up in that. Just be the best person you can be. And if we all wake up and we all stand up together, it's the world will change. But we all got to do it together. And right now, I feel like everyone is waking up, and that's why everyone's like kind of getting robbed and all this shit's happening, because there's too much freedom is given to everybody.
Yeah.
So I feel like once we understand, okay, the freedom is given, but let's do right with it before the government try to take that freedom away. You know what I mean? So that's what we gotta do, that, bro.
Absolutely, man. It's I was just watching the news, man. Like LA is damn near looking like a third world country with all this homeless stuff,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's sad, bro. Like
Yeah.
just imagine how. I mean, I wouldn't say third world country, but it's getting pretty bad out here, man.
Compared to other people, told me compared to other like China and shit, we do look like third world country.
Really?
Yeah, because they're really like people. Other like we just think people in U.S. think only U.S. That's it. So it's all about America. No, it's like the world is progressing and we're actually falling behind.
Absolutely.
You know, and it's I don't know, man. The drug thing is crazy. That's why I'm trying to really like I've done heroin once, and I mean I can't really remember the feeling, but heroin is the reason why a lot of these people are stuck where they are.
Wow.
And there needs to be something that comes in and just kind of like helps them because they're stuck. And I've been stuck and it's fucked up. And you just will lie and manipulate everyone, including yourself, to stay on that drug because you can't survive. Like if I would stop drinking, I would start shaking.
Wow.
And I'm like, and then I would get anxiety and I'm like, I literally can't move. And that was with alcohol. I was an alcoholic, right? And fuck the meth and coke. That was just alcohol. So imagine these people on heroin.
Yeah, that's
So
major.
and if
right
you
there.
actually do cut heroin off right away, they can die because their body will go into shock.
Yeah.
So you have to literally keep giving them small doses.
So what do you think about those treatment
microdose,
centers?
yeah.
Like how they have in New York where you can legally do drugs with.
See, Switzerland did that, and crime rates went down because people were offered free heroin.
Yeah.
So they give you a shot a day, and then crime rates went down because people don't need to steal because they're able to get their heroin and then go to work and be normal. And like it helped.
Wow.
And they actually do have something out here that they're doing because I've talked to a couple of people, but you know, at the end of the day, depends on where they're at in their stage, man. But that's what it is. There's no regular person. There's no human that you're just normal and you're like, I want to be homeless, unless you want to be like living by the beach and you're like, I don't want to pay rent.
Yeah.
But there's not going to be a population of that.
Yeah.
It's literally because of the drugs that are zombieing them out,
Wow.
making all these people homeless.
Man.
You know what I mean? It's crazy, bro.
That's
like,
it's pretty sad, man. Because I remember we moved here during COVID, like it was pretty smooth. But then once the city opened up, like June 24th or whatever, man, things just like, bro, you hear it outside, and we lived in a decent little neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like this is out in West LA, man. When it was just like you were here, it sounded like zombie world out there, man. Like not to
Hollywood
be
and
funny
all
at
that.
all, but man, it really sounded like some.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They're moving everybody to the Bay and shit, and it's like different places. And I don't know, man. There's so much chaos in the world, bro. But that's why I'm like, instead of going into it and watching the news and shit, man, like it's just you just gotta handle what you can and just do what you can. Because if you can, imagine you just change one person's life, and that person was like the next like next Gandhi or the next like whoever, like just the person that can change the world. Maybe you couldn't, but you changed their life and they were able to.
Were you ever a Tupac fan?
Hell yeah, bro.
Because he had a similar quote. He was like, "Yeah, I might not change the world, but I can spark the brain of the person that will change the world, man."
I never heard that from him, but that's
yeah,
fire.
bro. That's and it went. I actually
He here with us right now, bro. That's
Hey,
crazy.
That's facts,
Damn.
bro. Man, rest in peace, Pac, man.
For real,
Such a
rest in
talented
peace.
guy, but man. We appreciate you, my brother.
Real talk.
Anything else you want to put out to the world,
Real
man?
talk.
I love you guys, man. Thank you for having me. Let me know next time we do this, bro. This shit's fun. This shit's like
sure.
you said, therapeutical for me, bro.
Hell yeah.
Hey, this is why I do it, man. Every episode, I'm like, look, I mean, we appreciate y'all like to the fullest, but this is really for us and everybody on here is for a reason, just to let it out to the world and just to let people interpret how this podcast however you want to, and just hopefully y'all getting some gems out of it, and just stick to being yourself. Don't ever lose yourself. Fight.
Be yourself, because somebody already exists. Somebody already else exists.
Exactly.
You know what
We're all different. We just gotta start thinking like that.
I mean? Yeah.
And just know that not everybody sees life in your own perspective. So
Love yourself too, man, because you're the only person you gotta live with at the end of the day. You ain't got no roommates in your soul, man. You know what I'm saying?
hey, you ain't got no roommates in your soul. Oh, let's
And
go.
you said that with the
Get a
deep
clap
voice.
for that.
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
You
The
get a
deep voice had to put on, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, maybe I should have hit the.
Oh,
Oh, no,
shit.
not that
This thing crazy.
Oh man, I appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure you, I know you're probably already watching this on YouTube, but make sure you stream on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and Anchor FM. Feel free to donate. Help us out, man. This is not cheap, but we still want to keep fighting and spreading this positive message to the world.
Amen.
And have you all introduced to some great people, man.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Happy Singh, man.
Shout out to
y'all
that
make sure
man.
y'all stream it. YouTube, Spotify, everything, man. He's on everything.
Yep.
Verified on Instagram and everything.
He
my
fired
boy.
too.
And I challenge you guys one thing. So if there's anything that you're struggling with, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, with getting a job, fixing your family, whatever it is, just get on your knees and pray. You know, that's how I started. And you just letting the universe and God know that you are not in control and He is.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, when opportunities start coming in your life, just accept them because the change is coming. You know what I mean? It's usually a couple of steps after those things that come into your life is when you hit your goal.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It doesn't usually look the way you think it's going to look. You know what I mean? So just keep moving forward and just give yourself a prayer, man, and watch God move, man.
And whenever you feel like everything's going against you, it's usually quite the opposite. It's just God really testing you and seeing if you're really worth it for that next level.
Damn, that's fire.
That's how I see it.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
man, I ain't gonna lie, these last 2 months, even though I was healing, man, there was still some battles within that I really just had to come into, and that's how I really came more. I really just had more faith in myself, man. I always had confidence, but I never really had all the faith that I needed, and just believing like everything's happening the way it should.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not out here doing no fuck shit, man. I'm out here just doing my thing and helping people because life's short, and that's just how I was raised, man.
You know what Khalil say, man? Khalil say,
I always have the longest outros.
Khalil say,
Going, bro.
Khalil be saying friction only happens when you're moving.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? So when shit, like you ain't gonna be staying still and something gonna hit you. So drama, all that is gonna hit you when you're moving forward.
Damn.
You feel me?
and we gonna.
So
end
you
it
gotta
on that
expect it,
note,
man.
Hey, shout out to Venom, man.
Word up, man.
Shout out to
Word
Venom.
up. You know?
All right, y'all. Y'all have a blessed day, night, morning, whatever part of the world you are.
Hell yeah.
Just love yourself. Be real with yourself. Anyone else add one more thing to it?
Just keep believing.
Absolutely, man.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Appreciate y'all. We out.
Hey.
Hey.